और एवरी साइन अप के लिए $1 देते थे। और वो अफिलिएट लिंक लेके मैंने कॉलेज का ग्रुप में डाल दिया, एंड सिंस द ब्लॉग वाज नॉट ग्रोइंग आई सोल्ड इट फॉर $25,000। 2009 I went to China for a motorcycle exhibition invited by the Chinese government because I was the only motorcycle blogger in India.
सो हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज हमारे चैनल पे हैं अगेन दीपक कनकराजू भाई, जो कि इंडिया के टॉप डिजिटल मार्केटर हैं। और टुडे इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू नो लाइक हाउ यू कैन अर्न गुड रेवेन्यू बाय डूइंग लाइक डिजिटल मार्केटिंग से हाउ यू कैन मेक गुड इन नंबर्स। और बहुत सारी स्ट्रेटजीज भी डिस्कस करेंगे इस वीडियो में। तो इस वीडियो में आपको बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें जानने को मिलेंगी जो शायद आपने पहले कभी सुनी ना हो, या फिर सुनी भी होगी तो कुछ नई चीजें इस वीडियो में जरूर से आपको दीपक भाई के थ्रू मिलेंगी। और ये वीडियो थोड़ा सा इंग्लिश में होने वाला है बिकॉज दीपक भाई इज नॉट कंफर्टेबल इन हिंदी प्योरली। सो थोड़ा सा जो लोग इंग्लिश जानते हैं उनके लिए थोड़ा सा इजी रहेगा, बाकी हिंदी वाले लोग भी आज के टाइम में इंग्लिश समझते हैं। तो ये थोड़ा सा एक लेंथी वीडियो होने वाला, थोड़ा सा लंबा, एकदम चिल वीडियो, मस्त बैठ के आप सुनिए और जो स्ट्रेटेजीज हैं वो लीजिए। और बस वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर आप सबने वीडियो को लाइक नहीं किया तो लाइक कर दो, क्योंकि एज यूजुअल हमने पहले भी एक वीडियो की है। तो इस वीडियो को देखने के बाद आप दीपक भाई के साथ जाके उस वीडियो को भी देख सकते हैं। वो वीडियो हमने आई थिंक 2019 में की थी मेरे ख्याल से, तो उसको भी जाके आप देखिए। ठीक है। और जो नए लोग हैं, पहली बार चैनल पे आए हैं, आप सब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हो, बेल आइकन को भी प्रेस कर दीजिए। तो दोस्तों चलिए चलते हैं दीपक भाई से, जानते हैं कि हाउ यू कैन मेक 1 लाख पर मंथ विद डिजिटल मार्केटिंग। डिजिटल मार्केटिंग से आप इजीली 1 लाख पर मंथ कैसे कमा सकते हैं। बहुत इजी होता है और बहुत सारी चीजें इस वीडियो में जानने को मिलेगी, तो वीडियो के साथ बने रहिए। सबसे पहले सीधे दीपक भाई, आपका स्वागत है हमारे चैनल पे।
Thank you.
वेलकम दीपक भाई अगेन ऑन आवर चैनल।
Glad to be doing a podcast with you again, Amit
माय
bhai.
प्लेजर भाई। जो लोग दीपक भाई को नहीं जानते हैं, ही इज लाइक इनटू डिजिटल मार्केटिंग फॉर मोर देन अ डिकेड, आई थिंक लाइक 10 साल से ज्यादा हो गया। और मेरे को एग्जैक्ट नंबर नहीं पता है, बट 10 साल
15 years. 2006 मैंने शुरू किया अफिलिएट मार्केटिंग, अभी 2021 हो गया।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और ही इज अर्निंग इन गुड इन नंबर्स। तो चलिए थोड़ा सा सीधे दीपक भाई, फॉर आर न्यू पीपल, दोज हु डोंट नो अबाउट यू, लाइक कुछ ऑडियंस ऐसी है जो आपके बारे में नहीं जानती है, तो प्लीज एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन, सो दैट, क्योंकि लास्ट वीडियो में ऑलरेडी वी हैव कवर्ड लॉन्ग इंट्रोडक्शन अबाउट योरसेल्फ और व्हाट यू डू, बट इन दिस वीडियो थोड़ा सा प्रिसाइज रहेगा, क्रिस्प रहेगा। तो दीपक भाई, अ शॉर्ट क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन अबाउट यू।
Cool. So ऐसे में I will take you through my timeline, and that will give a good idea about what I have been doing. So 2008 में मैं सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में ग्रेजुएट किया, बट 2006 से ही मैं इंजीनियरिंग में बोर हो गया, इसलिए मैंने अफिलिएट मार्केटिंग ऐसे कुछ शुरू किया एट दैट टाइम। और उस समय सिर्फ 3 और 4% के लोग इंडिया में इंटरनेट ब्रॉडबैंड कनेक्शन उनका था, इतना कम था। 2008-2009 में इट वाज अराउंड 10%। सो उसी समय मैंने स्टार्ट किया। इनिशियली माय प्रोजेक्ट्स वेर इंटरनेशनल, नॉट वेरी इंडिया फोकस्ड। सो कमीशन जंक्शन में मैंने साइन अप किया, और वहाँ monster.com का एक ऑफर था, और एवरी साइन अप के लिए $1 देते थे। और वो अफिलिएट लिंक लेके मैंने कॉलेज का ग्रुप में डाल दिया। सो आई गॉट सम 25 साइन अप, एक्चुअली 23 आया। और 2 साइन अप के लिए मैं वेट कर रहा था, क्योंकि $25 वॉज द मिनिमम पे आउट अमाउंट। सो 2 साइन अप मैंने ही कर लिया। सो सो $25 का चेक फर्स्ट आया 2006 में, एंड एट दैट टाइम देयर वाज नो ऑनलाइन ट्रांसफर एंड ऑल। स्पेशली यूएस डॉलर में पेमेंट आता है तो वो चेक भेजेंगे, और $25 का चेक था। और चेक आने के लिए 3 हफ्ते लगते थे, और उसके बाद बैंक में डिपॉजिट करके उसके बाद और 3 हफ्ते के बाद ही क्रेडिट होता था। और बैंक में भी पूछते थे कहाँ से आया मनी, वो डॉलर से आ रहा है, इवन स्मॉल अमाउंट के लिए, और एक्सप्लेनेशन देना पड़ा बैंक को,
आज
सेफ
के टाइम
इनकम
में भी
है।
बैंक्स पूछते हैं, लाइक
हाँ
बाहर से अगर कुछ आपका आता है जैसे फॉरेन रेमिटेंस, तो ये कहाँ से आया है, कि इतना
हाँ
क्यों है, तो आज भी
हाँ
थोड़ा पूछते हैं।
हाँ, पूछते हैं आज भी। सो when I got my first income, that is when I got confidence that internet में कुछ कर सकते हैं। उस समय पे भी my dad was saying no no, you have to get a real job, you cannot do this full time, क्या है, ऐसे hobby रख लो। So 2007 में we had campus recruitment, and उस समय there was a company called Caritar. Caritar was then acquired by Keen, and then Keen was acquired by NTT Data. A lot of people might know this company called NTT Data. So at that time it was Carrier, and they were a IT company. And IT companies, तो generally they hire from civil, mechanical also. Like engineering college में ऐसे ही placement हो जाता है. So 2007 में I got the offer letter for 2.75 lakhs CTC. So that is was the first job offer for me. But 2008 में मैं graduate हो गया, और whatever I was doing part time ऐसे वैसे $100 here and there I was making. And then 2009 तक they did not call me. So 2008 graduate हो गया and recession time. So offer letter मिल गया but joining date नहीं आया. So 2009 तक I had free time. And that 1 year of free time was the most important period of my life, because when you have free time and when you have internet connection and when you don't have any bad habits or time wasters, then कुछ तो productive बन जाता है. And I will tell you about this later for new people who are coming into the market also, that उस समय बहुत fear होता है, like क्या करेंगे, like everybody wants to take a known path, हम doctor बनेंगे, engineer बनेंगे, CA बनेंगे, but entrepreneurship में there is no known path. Like blank canvas देना पड़ता है, and then you have to see what comes up with it, right? What do you do with your time? So 2008 I was like I did not start bike advice just for income. I started it as a hobby. So मैंने सोचा कि अभी मुझे बाइक्स का बहुत पैशन है. एंड एट दैट टाइम देयर वाज नो सुपर बाइक्स. 2013 में, आई थिंक 2012 में or 2011 में, sorry, Hayabusa, Suzuki Hayabusa आया. That was the first super bike in India. No mid segment. Maximum you had Charisma, which was 250cc, 223cc, and then you had Bullet 350cc. That was the maximum. Everything was 150cc. Pulsar, definitely male. TVS Apache RTR. That was the fashion at that time. And मैंने सोचा कि एक ब्लॉग बनाते हैं, वर्डप्रेस ब्लॉग बनाते हैं. I learned a little bit of WordPress. And I went to the local showrooms. They won't understand if I say I am a blogger, influencer. At that time, nobody knew what is influencer. So मैंने बोला कि ये बाइक मुझे खरीदना है, मुझे टेस्ट राइड दे दो. और मैं टेस्ट राइड लेके ऐसे फोटो लेके घर आके ऐसे ब्लॉग में डाल दूंगा, लाइक 500-600 वर्ड्स का आर्टिकल. So at that time there was such traffic, but nobody was putting articles. Only publications about bikes was magazines and newspaper, and that was like monthly. So if some new bike aata hai, people would wait for the next issue of Bike India magazine or Overdrive magazine. Even these players did not have an online presence at that time. So very first day after publishing the article, next day I checked Google Analytics. So basics, so I have learned by that time. I got 22 organic SEO visitors from very next day. And as I got excited, I kept putting articles. And by 2009, I already had like more than 200 articles on my site. And social media following आ गया, and I started building an email list, सब कुछ ऐसे ही. And AdSense, Google AdSense में I started making some 15,000 a month. So 15,000 a month for income was coming. And then I was thinking, so joining date आया company के लिए 2009 में. I went to Bangalore, stayed there for 1 week, did not like it, absconded and ran away, came back to Salem. Like, I cannot do this. So first of all, it was only 25,000 a month usme, after taxes and living expenses. I say 10,000 you will have. So I came back, and that 1 year, because my dad was not pressurizing me to go find a job, he was cool me sitting at home, and I had internet, I had food, I had a place to stay, no expenses. So in that zone, when you don't have a pressure, you can do something creative, and that creative thing can actually lead to something. So at that time I was doing digital marketing, but nobody called it digital marketing. At that time the usual term was internet marketing, right? IM karte hain, abhi DM karte hain. So digital marketing came only in 2012 2013, when corporates figured out that boss digital ko we cannot ignore. So that's when it was called digital marketing. And 2013 mein NIIT was the first institute to launch a digital marketing course, but obviously they did not take it very seriously. So 2009 I went to China for a motorcycle exhibition, invited by the Chinese government, because I was the only motorcycle blogger in India. 2010 May we had more than 1 million page views a month, 2011 2012 also. But वहां से बहुत growth नहीं आया, but I was respected as a journalist. I was getting VIP status wherever I go. Companies used to invite me for their bike launches. Auto Expo दिल्ली में मीडिया पास मुझे मिलता था क्योंकि there were so little publishers. अभी आजकल तो hundreds of bloggers हो गए motorcycle and car space में, but at that time I used to get media pass. And media pass में I met Ratan Tata, I met Shah Rukh Khan in person because media. So before Auto Expo opens, one day before, media लोग को अंदर भेजते हैं and you could like get like very good treatment, like get food. Mercedes का launch होता है, they will give you some 5-star food and all. So in terms of experience, it was excellent. And I was just carrying a video camera with me. I was putting videos. Every video I put on YouTube used to get like lakhs of views at that time. So then 2012, I got married, and then I had more expenses. I moved out of my parents' house, and then I felt like a bike advice bhi itna nahi grow ho raha hai, so let me get a job. So 2012 May, I got an offer to sell bike advice, and since the blog was not growing, I sold it for $25,000. So I would call bike advice a micro startup with a micro exit. So आजकल startup they say millions of dollars in valuation, $1 billion exit सब कुछ, but that was also like a small exit I had. So that $25,000 was around 11.5 lakhs. At that time, the dollar rate was around 50 rupees. You won't believe. So in fact, I went to US in 2008 for a Rotary conference. This was apart from my work. And at that time, the dollar was just 40 rupees. And my travel cost was so cheap. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. Why dollar rate is going up and everything. But yeah, so I sold my blog. I had some money. I was ready to start a new business if I wanted, or use that money for family expenses for a while. But then I went to Bangalore and बहुत सारे companies से बात किया, and one of the companies were ready to give me a job in digital marketing. And at that time, it was digital marketing solutions consultant. That was my title. And this was like a very well-established company, but they were starting some agency services, and most of the clients were asking for SEO. And since I said I know SEO and there were no other candidates in the world who were like knowing SEO, it was so early, I got a job. And this was for 11 lakh CTC. And I was very surprised because that was my first job technically, which I actually worked for. And those job maybe I could only last for 10 months. And I got bored. And on the side, I started digitaldeepak.com. So wahan se we will fast forward to 2017. I worked in different companies. I worked in that agency. Then I quit. I tried to start up something of my own, failed. Then I joined Exotel, worked for some 6 months. Again, I quit. I tried to do something of my own, failed. I joined Practo, worked for 6 months. Again, I quit. Tried to become a digital marketing consultant, failed. Then I joined Instamojo, worked for 8 months. Again, I tried to start something of my own. And at that time, I had 1 or 2 clients as a freelancer, but that did not pick up very well because बहुत tight हो गया. And freelancing income say I was not able to run the family, house rent and everything. So then you have a kid and then you have to buy toys and all those things. So I was again attracted to a stable income and job. So I joined Razorpay, and Razorpay mein I went ahead and worked for a complete 1 year. And that was the best period of my working career because they issued me stock options. And stock options mein 2 times I also sold. I sold almost 50% of my stocks. But remaining stocks that I have is 5 times my salary that I got in 2016. That's how much Razorpay has grown now. So right now it's $7.5 billion valuation. So yeah, if people want to work in a promising startup, then it can be a wealth building tool. Today, the Razorpay stocks makes a significant part of my portfolio. So then I started my Pixel Track digital marketing agency, ran it for 2 years. Usme Your Story, Nikon, HDFC, Mercedes-Benz, we had all these clients. By 2019, I started Learn Today, and I started my new digital marketing training program. And by the time I started agency also, I was selling some courses on the side. So 2016 is when I sold my first course on Digital Deepak while I was working. So some side income started coming in, and that was promising. Abhi 2021 May, it has been 2 years since we started Learn Today, and learntoday.com is the primary focus right now. That is the edtech startup that I am running. It's an edtech plus SaaS startup. So I have a technical co-founder, CTO as well, who is taking care of it. So yeah, that's how the journey has been. So if people remember Digital Deepak, they will know motorcycle blog, Digital Deepak. bunch of companies I worked, not as a very good employee, then agency, then a tech startup. So यही है nutshell में.
Deepak like has so many things to explain, like what he did और आपने कैसे सारी
I
चीजें.
did so many things in a very short time. So like even if I mention everything once, it
quick
becomes long.
introduction 20 minute का जाता है. So it's amazing, it's great. So you are focusing more on learn today, right?
Yes.
.com nowadays.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Deepak, अभी क्या है कि my audience is like purely into online and digital things. Like they want to learn new things and execute and like earn something. So like our video का जो motto है वही है कि like how they can earn at least 1 lakh rupees per month doing digital marketing. So straightforward how they can do it and what will be the process और कैसे सारी चीजें काम करेंगी so that they can go and at least they can maintain 1 lakh or more every single month. क्योंकि middle class इंडिया में struggle कर रहा है तो उनको at least how they can do.
So it's a very good question, short question, but uska straightforward answer unfortunately nahi hai. And that's one of the reason I told about my a little bit of journey as well. And what I would recommend people is that see abhi bahut sara tarika hai online mein money make karne ke liye. One of the things that I would not recommend for everyone is just go and blindly become a YouTuber and blindly become an Instagram influencer, because that's what most people think money hai. Because they see a lot of influencers say they make money. But the problem with Instagram influencing is that Instagram ka user growth is around 5 to 7% per year. Instagram ka influencer growth is around 30 to 35% per year. So each and every influencer will get less and less audience.
Yes.
And बहुत चिल्लाना पड़ता है, बहुत like dance करना पड़ता है. Audience कम है, audience saturation point it has reached, and the problem is that any platform है, वो platform creator का growth restrict karega over time as more and more creators come on the platform and the users remain the same. So because of the creators only the platform grows, but again the platform has to go ahead and prioritize advertisers on the platform, and then more influencers ka distribute karna padta hai, and users might also sometimes get bored. And I don't know, maybe YouTube and Instagram might not completely die, but 10 years ke baad similar structure nahi hoga. So I usually talk about 5 major ways to start making money online. One is that abhi digital marketing seek lo. Digital marketing, once you learn, you can get a job as a digital marketing manager. But even if you are in some other field and if you learn digital marketing, thoda personal branding karke you can get a job. So job is still a very good way to make money, and nobody needs to say nahi work from home hi karunga, freedom chahiye nahi. If you have good communication skill, if you come to Chennai or Bangalore or Delhi and if you apply for startups, and uska bhi bahut sara tarika hai, you don't need to wait for opportunity, you can reach out to CEOs, you can go to conferences, meet people, network with people, aise hi job मिल सकता है. That's how I got into startups, right? Mostly startups में IIT, IIM लोग रहते हैं, but I got into it because of skill, and skill can be advertised. So I got a job because I had Digital Deepak blog. So job is still a very good way to make money, right? So if somebody gets a job for 50,000 a month, 1 lakh a month, they can save 50% of their income, put it in not crypto or not stocks, just as a FDA डाल दो, just save enough money so that you have 1 year of runway. So why I was very insisting on my story was that 2008 से 2009 तक जो free time मिला ना, so वो free time में जो pressure नहीं है और expenses नहीं है, उस समय like you can put your mind to something and do something. So like if you want a very straightforward path, like map chahiye, then like this is a forest. Entrepreneurship is like trying to get out of the forest. Usme map nahi hota hai. You have to try different directions and get out somehow. So GPS to nahi hota hai. So the thing is that if people work in a job, they will gain some experience, industry experience. So I always recommend that. And once they save some money, like maybe that money will last them for 6 months or 1 year. उस 6 months 1 year में you have to start doing something, or if the job is not so demanding, then you can start a side hustle. So अभी side hustle में क्या कर सकते हैं? You can start with freelancing. So freelancing क्या होता है? Like you have multiple clients instead of one client, and you have some 3-4 projects instead of one project, which is your employment. And the way मैं the way I'm looking at it, मैं ऐसे like कैसे देखता हूँ is that you go from zero capital to high capital from left to right. So imagine that you have 1 crore. 1 crore you go and put it in a bank. 6% interest में 50,000 per month आ जाएगा, right? So it's like, yeah, 6% is 6 lakhs, 50,000 a month आ जाएगा. So if you have 1 crore and if you are earning 50,000 a month, then you can just chill for the rest of your life if 50,000 is your only monthly expenses. But mostly that is not the ideal way because inflation eats away. So 1 crore को एक घर like you can buy. घर में 3% आएगा. If you buy a house for 1 crore, you will get 25,000 per month rent, not even 50,000. But घर का थोड़ा appreciation होगा, that 1 crore का appreciation होगा. So it will come to around 7 to 10% per year minimum appreciation हो जाएगा, right? But for someone who wants to make 1 lakh a month but does not have 1 crore, what does he have? He only has a skill, which is to work as an employee in some company. So abhi if ek banda he is making 1 lakh a month, then it's 12% interest on 1 crore. अभी उस बंदा का वैल्यू है सिर्फ 1 crore, right? So if you always try to climb the corporate ladder and you never mix the capital with your skills, then you can never really become an entrepreneur and start making a lot of money. So a lot of people, what they do, they take the money from their employment, they put it in stocks, real estate, ऐसे थोड़ा savings हो जाता है, but this capital and the skill when combined becomes fire, right? So if you are moving a little bit towards freelancing, then let's say you have some savings, you invest some money in buying a domain, buying a hosting, creating a website, maybe hiring one intern, okay, and then you are doing freelancing, then you will make more money than your employment with the same amount of work because now you are applying some capital leverage and you are also applying some labor leverage. So labor leverage is the ultimate form of leverage since the dawn of mankind. Abhi pyramid structure se, kings se, like landlords who used to, they all used labor leverage. So labor and capital has always been a form of leverage. Abhi aaj ka naya zamana ka leverage, we have code and content, which we will talk about. So abhi I encourage people to start doing a side hustle or doing some consulting or some freelancing because they need to go ahead and try to make a little bit of business out of their own personal brand, which is to become a freelancer. So instead of working as a digital marketer in a company, if you have 5 clients, then instead of making 1 lakh in a job, if you have 5 clients who pay 20,000 a month, the safety hai ki even if one client stops paying, it's not like you are fired out of the job. You still make 80,000 and then you will have some time to add one more client. But agar if you have so much capability, ek saal mein you get 10 clients, then you can add some employees to go ahead and try to distribute the work and get it done. So abhi 1 lakh se 2 lakh you can do within 1 year, which can never happen in job, right? 200% salary increment, nobody will give. So freelancing hai, so job hai, freelancing hai. And abhi now you are doing freelancing, now you are a job, you are a subject matter expert. आपको कुछ तो मालूम है more than other people. So now you have to start a blog. Blog में you can do affiliate marketing. और once you have a blog and an audience who are reading, then you can create a community. उस community को training कर सकते हैं, teaching कर सकते हैं. And if you launch a course for 5,000 rupees, and if just 20 people buy in a month, that's 1 lakh rupees, right? So now you are slowly adding the capital and your skill, and you are continuously moving on that path. So never take money out from the business and do personal expenses. Like if you want to buy a bike or phone or whatever, if you do it, then वो तो depreciate होता है, right? You have to keep multiplying this as much as possible by putting it in a small narrow container. So yeah, job है, freelancing है, affiliate marketing है, online training है, and then eventually starting your own business. Your own business, if you have enough capital and enough time, enough safety, within a few years, if you achieve that, then you can start your own e-commerce store, or you can start your own digital marketing agency, or you can start your own company, right? So I kind of did the same, but it was not the same path. It was not the same thing, like a little bit of entrepreneurship, then job, then yeah. But without having that savings, you will never have that confidence. Ek saal ke like tak you will not know what to do. Just trust the process, do something, usme to result kuch to aa jayega, right? So these are the avenues that I would say if people want to approach, like how do I make 1 lakh a month, and eventually they can get their business to a level where without even working, they can make 1 lakh a month, right? That would be the passive income, where you have a business, you have process, you have systems, I say.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. So this is how you guys can make at least 1 lakh a month. और भाई एकदम देसी स्टाइल में लोटे से पानी भी रहे घर पे. So it's like मैं ये बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि like अभी दीपक भाई, what happens is like if a person starts earning at least like 50,000 a month, तो what he or she thinks कि like मेरे expenses ही इतने सारे हैं, so how should I use that money, और मैं कितना % save करूँ, कहाँ क्या पैसा लगाऊं, business में कितना like invest करूं. So how to break that money so that we should at least save that much जो कि in future grow करे. So,
see, the problem with a lot of advice that we get from parents and relatives, वो लोग बोलेंगे कि घर खरीद लो EMI में, then you will stuck in a job forever, then eventually you will end up owning one house. That is how our parents will think. At that time there was no opportunity, but today अभी crypto है, like crypto maybe थोड़ा like 5,000 or 10,000 everybody should put. That is my recommendation, but that is also very volatile. Stocks is also very volatile. Real estate is not that volatile, but उसमें liquidity कम है, because if you buy real estate then it gets locked. Sometimes 3-4 years के लिए you cannot sell a real estate property, right? So the best investment is investing in yourself. And what I mean by investing in yourself is that invest in creating free time for yourself, right? So मेरा advice ये है कि whatever money you make, you calculate what is your monthly expense, like rent itna, electricity, phone bill, ye wo. What is your minimum, maximum, average monthly expense into 12 kar do. 1 year ka how much amount is, for some people it might be 6 lakhs, some people it might be 12 lakhs, some people it might be even 18 lakhs if they have wife, kids ka school fees and everything, right? So if it is like, you know, at that particular age, because we have people at different ages, right? Some people might be 30s and now they want to start something. So 1 year ka savings kar lo, sirf FD mein dal do, no problem. I know it's not a good growth engine, but 1 year ka savings in the bank, don't touch it. Abhi basically another better way to do it is that 1 year ka entire amount, let's say 12 lakhs, 1 lakh per month, 1 lakh per month ka FD dal do. Okay. So right now it's January. If I have 1 lakh, I will put FD so that it gets liquidated on Feb 1st. And then one more FD which gets liquidated on March 1st, April 1st, May 1st, SAE. But in case I don't quit my job for February also, February ka income I earn, then maybe July tak I have saved money. So August ke liye dal do. So basically it will feel like you are getting salary for 1 year without working. Fixed deposit liquidate hoga, वो liquidation से rent bill सब कुछ, क्योंकि constant income चाहिए because our expenses are constant, right? So unless this mental peace comes that okay, 1 year के लिए I don't need to worry about month on month expenses, don't use credit card, use only debit card. Don't get little bit confused about how much money hai, how much money I can spend, all that, and put some 5,000, 10,000 for going out to restaurants or some vacation or whatever it is, depending on your affordability. So that is the best investment in my opinion, because 1 year, if you just have free time, like I had in 2008 to 2009, most of the people do not have at the start of their career. They have to create it for themselves middle of the career. Or if you are shameless, you can go and live with your parents only. I mean, I am living with my parents right now, so I can't say, but I'm a visitor here. But you want to go and live with your parents, and if you can manage your parents, if they are not asking kya hua job, you are not doing any job, if you can manage it, go stay there. Mental peace. In that mental peace, people can watch podcasts like this. People can sign up for a course. People can do a blog writing. They can do some freelancing. They can learn something by reading a book. As if you keep soaking yourself in knowledge, then automatically something will come. So, I can't say what it will be, but they have to trust me. You have to trust me that if you have 1 year of free time, and if you don't have any bad habits, like always hanging out with friends, always watching movies or anything, morning to evening, kuch to kar do productive. A blog writing will only take half an hour or 1 hour. Try to make a video, try to start a YouTube channel, go reply to some forum comments. I say if they soak themselves, no, because the problem is that for some people, freelancing will work very well. For me, freelancing an agency was very difficult. I did it, but it was very difficult because I am a creative person. मुझे बैठ के create करना है. And my work nature is very staggered. Sunday work करता हूँ, Thursday night work करता हूँ, ऐसे. But agency में client meeting है, travel करना है, on time meeting करना है, employees आएंगे morning to evening. That was not working for me. So some people immediate income के लिए freelancing and agency can work. Some people can have the patience. मैं ebook लिखूंगा, I will create a course, I will find a niche topic and become a leader in that topic. So you have to find out. You need that 1 year to find out. So that is the best investment. In fact, I am thinking of starting one college in the future if I have enough money, where I take care of everything for them. Library है, internet है, accommodation है, canteen है, सब कुछ है, but nothing else. Okay, they just have to pay some 5 lakhs per year to come and stay there. And like, boss, you are free. Go play games, go talk to other people, write some blog, do something. No classes, nothing. You are free for 1 year. 100% that would be the best MBA or best business college there, because mind will do something, right? Even people who are in jail who don't know what to do, they will do some artwork in jail, or they will do some polishing, they will make some coins like that. If you have watched Shawshank Redemption, like Morgan Freeman says, a person will do anything to keep his mind occupied. So just keep it occupied with something productive, because if you even join one MBA, no, whatever they are teaching is not useful outside. Nothing you can apply in real business to build a small startup or a side hustle. So that is why we called our publication Hustle Today. So our education company is called Learn Today, and we have a publication called Hustle Today. And Hustle Today may we celebrate the hustlers who manage somehow affiliate marketing kiya, online training kiya, freelancing kiya. Somehow they started making money. 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs after doing our training program. So hustling, that is the new word. So uske liye you need some confidence on yourself that मैं definitely करूंगा. Like by आप तो you have done, you started somehow YouTube में ऐसे start
Somehow,
किए.
like
Now you have
earlier I
become a
was
big
doing, like last time we met na, तो I was into like job में था, पता नहीं मेरे ख्याल से. So now I like I'm free.
Yeah.
I
See,
do
if you have,
what I want to do.
if you have always hesitated to start a YouTube channel because first 10 videos में no traction, probably first 50 videos में no traction, but you did something.
Yeah.
Right? So not 90% of the people will always be afraid. There will be 10% of the people who will take action. So are you in that 10%? Can you be in that 10%? Because thousands of voices will go in our head. Arey, this might not work, this might not work. Like all that, like it'll always try to keep us in the comfort zone. But you have to, like, abe chup, you have to say that to your own mind and just go ahead and do it, even if it is a waste of time. It's a lottery, right? It's like lottery may you play lottery, you may or may not win. So similarly, I say entrepreneurship may, it's a lottery of efforts. You put a lot of effort, some will work, some will not.
Yes, Deepak. So Deepak, one of the most challenging part is like convincing our parents. So how do we convince our parents to do whatever we want to do? Because they want us to do job or they want us to be secure, right? So what is the process, or what is like something tips so that they can go and convince their parents that we don't want to buy a house, we want to put that money in like savings or FD, or we want to do like
I want to put it in FD. I want to quit my job and do nothing for 1 year. Imagine that.
How to convince? Like if it would be you, then how you will be doing? Like
I had a problem convincing my dad, and me and my dad fought, and we didn't speak for 3 months. It's difficult, but you should want this entrepreneurship so much, and you should have so much confidence in yourself. So there are two types of asking parents. One type is that people ask their friends and family, do you think it's a good idea, because they are not even sure of themselves. So if you are not even sure of themselves and asking someone else to put confidence in you, that will never come. So that is one category. So those people will all may not win, right? You need to have confidence in yourself. The second type is that you have confidence in yourself, but you cannot convince. You still have to go ahead, whatever happens. Either don't stay at your parents' house. See, 1 year, even if they are disappointed, let them be disappointed. It's okay. You have to prove later that, see, I have made my decisions and I have succeeded. And it's a good thing if parents say no and you still do it, because there will be a pressure to prove them. See, I did this in spite of you saying no, and I'm still succeeded. Because if your parents also say yes, haan beta kar do, and you go and fail, and then you will not have that pressure, because parents only gave you permission. So I also go by another quote, which I keep telling my friends and making them rebels, is that it's always easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission. Like, do the thing and then say sorry. Like, whether you are falling in, like, going for love marriage, or, dropping out of college, or dropping out of your job.
Yes.
Ask for forgiveness. Like,
yeah.
Sorry.
So this is how, guys, आप सब भी कर सकते हो, और like आप सब भी parents को convince कर सकते हो, और जो आप at least 1 lakh का target बना के चलते हो कि we will go and at least earn 1 lakh per month. That is achievable और आप आराम से कर सकते हो आज के टाइम में. तो दीपक, some like आपसे बस ये कुछ टूल्स जानना चाहते हैं, लाइक जो एक्चुअली में दोज गाइज आर डूइंग डिजिटल मार्केटिंग और डूइंग समथिंग ऑनलाइन. सो व्हाट आर योर डेली टूल्स व्हाट यू यूज सो दैट आई इनके लिए थोड़ा सा वर्क इजी हो जाए.
So I use ConvertKit, which is my email marketing tool. That is one of the primary tools that I use. I use Teachable for the learning management system. I use Zapier to pass on data from payment gateway to Teachable to email marketing and everything. I use Unbounce landing pages. So all abhi premium tools ho gaya because the business has grown. For people who are just getting started, landing page tool, automation tool, sab kuch ka alternative bhi hai, and most of these things have a free plan also. So anybody who is getting started, if they want to make some money by being a creator, they can start with ebooks first. So ebooks ke liye you just need to create a payment link in InstaMojo or Razorpay, and then you can go ahead and put it there. And then all the free tools like social media tools you can use. You can use Buffer, Hootsuite, usme sab kuch free plan hai just to post on social media. Right now, I have recently started a blog on this platform called ghost.org. And this is a very good platform. Custom domain bhi dal sakte hain, and it is much faster than WordPress, much easier to manage than WordPress. It's built for professional creators. So abhi I have recently started a blog on ghost.org, and they only charge you based on the amount of subscribers you have, not based on the amount of traffic you have. So subscribers slab hai, and whenever you publish a new blog post, it goes out as a email newsletter. So these are some of the tools I can think from the top of my mind. There is a SMS tool called SMS Horizon, then WhatsApp tool called Wati, WATI. So all those tools I use.
डेफिनेटली. तो ये टूल्स आप सब यूज कर सकते हो और डेफिनेटली अपनी प्रोडक्टिविटी का लेवल थोड़ा सा बढ़ा सकते हो. अब एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन मैं ये पूछूंगा दीपक भाई कि जैसे नाउ डेज पीपल गेट डीमोटिवेटेड एंड दे फील लाइक कि नथिंग इज वर्किंग, अब मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, मैं बहुत टेंशन में हूँ. दिस हैपेंस अ लॉट व्हेन इफ अ पर्सन इज नॉट मेकिंग दैट मच रेवेन्यू. So how to deal with those kind of mindset and how to be at least get motivated most of the time?
Stop using social media. Stop using Instagram. So, like for everybody, nothing is working. But everybody का social media feed देखो, they will be having the perfect life. Vacation चल रहे हैं, अभी dream girl they got or dream boy they got, new car they got. That is what is going continuously on social media, right? So delete Instagram for 1 month, or I do a hybrid approach. So this is my primary phone, and in this phone there is no Instagram. There is another old phone that I have, which I decided not to sell. So usme I have put Instagram to check it like maybe once in 2 days or once in 3 days. As I kuch update, I will put there. Or sometimes I will see some messages here because I still need to look like a real person. If I don't have an Instagram profile, people will be like, oh, is this a fake person? They will think. So I would recommend, anybody who is listening to this right now, just go, don't think twice, delete Instagram, delete kar do. Our WhatsApp, maybe what I do is that I have switched off all the notifications on WhatsApp, push notification, even it doesn't show the badge. So I use WhatsApp like email inbox. I open WhatsApp once in 2 hours or once in 3 hours. I never get a notification. Phone mein sara notification band ho gaya. So I am like, I will design my day. So tomorrow is a Monday. I know what my calendar looks like. 11 o'clock एक meeting है, morning 2 hours का free time है. 2 hours free time में I will read a book, then I will do the meeting, then I will do some blog writing, then certain company related tasks are there. And then evening में थोड़ा maybe Twitter, Facebook, social media ऐसे करता हूँ, right? So sometimes this is not very strict. Sometimes I get an idea, I want to go and post it. But even on Facebook, I don't scroll Facebook and look at others' feeds. I just keep posting on Facebook. Let them see my feed. I won't see their feed. So उसमें half the frustration वहां चला जाएगा. Half the frustration. Remaining half the frustration, बहुत unorthodox things I have started trying recently. One is weekly fasting, 36-hour fasting. So if I eat tonight, next day, full day, I won't eat, only water, no juice, no coffee, nothing. Or day after tomorrow, breakfast मैं खाता हूँ. So 1 week में, if you don't eat for 36 hours, you are skipping 3 meals. That itself will reduce your entire weekly calorie intake by around 15%. So weight control and weight reduction में बहुत help होता है. If you eat light in the evening, then you will get a deeper sleep. It will be a little bit difficult to sleep initially because you are feeling a little bit of hunger. But if you just go and sleep, then you will end up having a good sleep. So that will regulate your mood. Frustration nahi aayega. And then recently I have started doing this technique called Wim Hof breathing. YouTube में है वो single video में I think 40 million views are there. It's basically a breathing technique, fast breathing technique, 3 rounds है. It will only take 5 minutes to do it. So if you do that, वो anxiety, frustration and थोड़ा brain में chemical change होता है. And what he recommends is that after that breathing exercise, go and take a cold shower. Or if you can go and put yourself in a cold bathtub or a swimming pool, then उसमें क्या होता है, brain में dopamine release होता है. So when you are putting yourself in cold, so cigarette में, ganja में, or whatever alcohol में, whatever you take, it's creating dopamine in your brain. It's increasing the level of dopamine in your brain. So for people who might be a little bit having a habit of that, if they want to quit, best is that put yourself in cold water, because cold water will be extremely uncomfortable.
Like 10 degree in Delhi, so it won't be difficult.
Yeah. Go. Once you get practice, no, then to fun hota hai actually, because after a little bit of shiver, you will have a very productive day ahead. There will be something in your brain, like some super energetic chemical will be there in your brain, and that will keep you. So see, human frustration has been there since thousands of years. Uska koi solution nahi hai. If you think social media, chocolate, cigarette or whatever, it will give a very temporary relief from that, and then people get addicted to it. People get addicted to TV, they get addicted to relationships, they are addicted to just hanging out with friends, they get addicted to sugar also. Sugar is also an addiction. Some people get addicted to coffee. Kuch to chahiye, like always keep the brain in some chemical imbalance, right? So you can create that chemical imbalance yourself by doing this breathing technique, cold water, or simply exercise. Exercise itself will create a lot of endorphins. Room mein I have 2 7 kg dumbbells, and whenever I have free time, I will just like lift the dumbbells, right? So a lot of that masculine energy has to be taken back, which the social media and modern consumerism is taking away from us. And then obviously people watch porn also. So I'm strictly against watching porn, because unless you are having that frustration, you will not self-grow. And if you know that only if I self-grow, I will find a girl, then you will automatically self-grow, right? So frustration ke liye, this is the answer. Initially difficult hoga, but then once you start living that life, then there is no going back. Like, it will just get set. Very unorthodox advice could be, maybe people won't like it, but that is the reality. There is no other way to remove that frustration, and automatically productivity, creativity, सब कुछ आ जाएगा, wealth भी आ जाएगा उसके बाद.
So guys, this is how you can remove your frustration, और जो आपको demotivation आता है, mental illness होती है. So this is how you can overcome these जो problems है. So अभी दीपक भाई, हमारे audience के लिए आपका last message क्या रहने वाला है?
Last message है कि definitely go ahead and start working on yourself and start growing yourself starting from this day. छोटा सा motivation ले लो and start doing something better today. Like if you are a smoker, then just don't smoke today. Or if you usually have a hot water shower, just try a cold water shower today. So ऐसे ही थोड़ा सा you start somewhere, then it will start growing. And then obviously check out our digital marketing training program. If you want to apply, you can go to www.applytoday.com, and that's where we have an application form. हमारे पास एक 3-month digital marketing training program है, and we give cashback for every assignment. There are 12 assignments, and if you complete all the assignments, then you will almost get 80% of your money back as rewards. Because we are motivating you to complete the assignments. So applytoday.com mein check kar lo, and maybe some of you might join our program and become part of our
definitely you guys can go and check Deepak ka jo abhi learn today and apply today. So if you found it interesting, and then definitely you can go and check it out. So guys, that's all from this video. और इस वीडियो में इतना ही है कि वीडियो से आपको वैल्यू मिली हो, कुछ आपने सीखा हो, कुछ नया जाना हो, तो आप इस वीडियो को लाइक कर सकते हैं. लाइक कर नहीं सकते हैं, करिए लाइक. और जो नए लोग हैं, चैनल पे पहली बार आए हैं, तो आप सब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करिए. और अगर आपके मन में कोई क्वेश्चन है, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेरीज, सो यू डेफिनेटली गो एंड कमेंट बॉक्स में अपनी टाइप कर सकते हैं. वीडियो कैसी लगी, तो यू कैन ऑल्सो गो एंड शेयर योर थॉट्स अबाउट दिस वीडियो. तो गाइस चलिए फिर और भी वीडियोस हैं इंटरव्यू सीरीज में, इवन दीपक के साथ हमने फर्स्ट वीडियो भी की है, तो यू कैन गो एंड चेक आउट दैट वीडियो एज वेल। और बाकी इंटरव्यू सीरीज में काफी सारी वीडियोस हैं, तो हर वीडियो से आपको कुछ ना कुछ जानने को सीखने को मिलेगा। चलिए गाइस फिर मिलते हैं आपसे अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक आप यूं ही हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, दिल्ली रहिए, गाजियाबाद रहिए, आबाद रहिए, जिंदाबाद रहिए। टेक केयर, गुड बाय।